Hello, my name is Javier Montes. I'm a special ed teacher. I teach in a Mod Severe program here in Imperial Beach Charter School. In this classroom, we start using this program called Alternative Teaching. Actually, this was created by two parents of a child with autism. So they noticed that their child was not learning the way the other students were learning in the classroom. And they created a program where now this particular student is able to communicate without having the struggle to actually be writing every single thing. Something I really enjoy is the math. We have a money ID. So usually, traditionally, we get those plastic coins, and we try to teach our students to identify the coin, the value of it. But sometimes it doesn't relate. And some of my students, they see in pictures. So when they actually see a photo of the coin, and they have to type, not only they will type the name, the value from each side of the coin. So it seems like it's making more sense to them. Well, I had a student that again, his fine motor skills were not that great, so every time he will see a pencil, he already was putting a barrier, like, you know what, I don't want to do this. But now he just got this, he knows typing, he actually enjoyed typing, so I was able to keep him engaged, and he was able to produce. So it was amazing to see the big difference. There's no specific way of doing this. The student can go to any program they want to go. There's no sequence that we have to do. The purpose of this is for the student to feel comfortable and start learning in every single program they can go. So we can go, there's no, like, this is a math session, we only do math, or this is only the language arts section. If they want to do math in the morning with coins, we do math with coins. If we want to do social ID, we do social ID. We do 20 minutes in the morning. Again, it doesn't matter what they do as far as they do in this program. And then we do another 20 minutes in the midday, in the afternoon, and we do another 20 minutes before we go home. So usually it's like an hour of session. So let's start with this, all both sides. You start, so you get the cent, you get the both sides, and exactly the same concept. You go penny, they have to look the name of cent, what is it called. So the same thing with, it has all the coins, and it has also the bills. And the same thing, $1 and $1. Then you go to the next level where you want to actually picture to mention an order. And it's if you look, it's the same concept. You go first, it's nice and straight. Here we go. You double click, and then you get the same level of prompting, and you get the value of it. It's errorless. Nothing happens if you make an error. Some of our students get frustrated if you start getting any negative feedback. So this is great. 0, 1. Here we go. You do it, boom. So this compared to what we used to do, our worksheets. So it's just coins. You can barely see them. Sometimes we have to write the value on top of here. And again, now is the writing. In this, you only get what you're doing right in front of you. What I'm seeing right now actually is that my students now are labeling the coins faster than what I used to do just with simple plastic coins or real coins. So counting animals. Our classic, one-on-one correspondence and knowing the total. We used to, have our little tallies here, or manipulative to count, count 1, 2. So they were counting this, sometimes they were playing with them. I don't know, it was just compared to this is amazing. You just touch it and it gives you the number. First nouns, compared like we used to do, let's say for example, that's how we used to teach our students. You will put this here, and they will have to go, matching the same ones. So, and it was very limited to certain pictures. This one has thousands and thousands of pictures. It has different levels. You can change the level immediately. Let's say you get a student, you're barely starting working with him, or he's getting a little frustrated. You come here, you put something that's really easy for him to do. This one is just picture to picture, nice and straight. You get them all right. Then you double click on any of them, and it's the typing. So let's say now the student has to do the same thing matching, but now it's not straight. You have to actually look. So you're looking for the picture. So this is where you know that they're paying attention, they're on task, they do the whole thing, perfect. Again, double click, you type. Let's say the student does this. Giraffe, giraffe. So this is taking data of how many times it took the student to get the giraffe to match the giraffe. Now is the typing. So the typing also has different levels. This is the first level. So the student, let's say, is not familiar with the keyboard, he's just learning how to type. It's errorless, and it shows you the word, so it's a model, and it shows you the blinking. So basically they have to do this. So again, the frustration level is very low. It's something really simple to do. It's a nice visual. They're done, and they go next. So they go to the next one. So as a teaching tool, I think my students are really benefiting from something like this. Also, for me as a teacher, I feel that my day is very more productive just to see the engagement of my students and how motivated they are.